Conversations with the Citizen. I'm your host, Tia Carol Jones. I'm here today with 5th District Cook County Commissioner, Dr. Kisha McCaskill. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you for being here. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name again is Dr. Kisha E. McCaskill, and I am a native of Harvey, born and raised, literally. Born in Harvey, born at Ingalls Hospital. I went to Tompkins Tiny Tots. A lot of people remember Mrs. Tompkins. And I went to Whittier Elementary School, local public school, and I graduated from Thornton High School. So I am a native of the community. I have a pretty extensive education, but just to give you some of the highlights, I have a doctorate. I have a dual doctorate in public service administration, and my second is in organizational leadership. And I, as a trade, I'm a consultant, and I consult executive leaders on how to manage. I do reorganizational, structuring, infrastructure and management, and then also finance and HR.
Why did you want to fill the role of 5th District Cook County Commissioner?
I wanted to continue the legacy. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Deborah Sims has always been a great mentor. She was the previous Cook County Commissioner, and when she took on that role, she made it a woman's role. Not to offend anyone, but she made it a black woman's role. And she took the role extremely seriously, and she instilled a lot of those values in us as we were growing up. And just watching her leadership, I wanted to be a part of that. And when she stepped down from the seat, the next successor was Monica Gordon, Clerk Gordon now, which is a very good friend of mine. And when she had to step down to take on an even larger role, it was my absolute pleasure to do so. It's very important to me that we maintain good leadership in our area, and for me to have the opportunity to do it from Harvey, my hometown, I would have it no other way.
You spoke a little bit about your past roles. What parts of those experiences do you think will benefit you in this new role?
I believe for the most part, my ability to connect with the community is going to be the catalyst for everything that I do. I believe in bringing everything to the neighborhood. In this role, I've already stated multiple times that my entire goal in this position, as long as God keeps me here, is going to be to bring resources to the neighborhood. In our area, so many of the resources exist, but they're so spread out, people can't get to them, or they don't know how to get to them, or where to go. My job and my team's job will be to bring that information to the community, make sure people are connected literally, not just leaving with resources, but actually leaving with tangible toolkits that they can utilize.
How would you describe your first few weeks as Cook County Commissioner?
I'll take a deep breath. Let me give you some history. I was appointed by God on January 10th. I had a debriefing with my county commissioner at that time, Monica Gordon, my clerk, on January 11th, and I was in meetings in council on the 13th. And we have been going ever since. We've taken the time to meet with various mayors in the different communities. My district covers 29 communities, and so I do believe we have the second largest district after Chicago. But we have a goal, and we will meet with every single one of those communities. We are this past 40 days. Today makes our 40th day. Praise God. And we've been just extremely productive. I won't even say busy, because we're not just moving. We're not just in motion. We're actually making things happen, and we're actually getting a lot of results. So I'm excited.
What are some things that you would like to implement as commissioner?
Wow. So I've already, under the leadership of President Winkle, she's given me a little leeway to learn on the, hands-on learning. So I've already passed 2 pieces of legislation. And one was specifically, I'm very committed to healthcare and the state of our health, especially in Black and brown communities. We recently, on February 11th, I passed a resolution, we passed as a council resolution to start addressing the use of condoms, because STIs and STDs are on the rise, and no one's really talking about it, but it's concentrated in the South suburban area, and we need to begin to discuss that, and it's amongst our children, and adults as well, but we need to take a look at that, so that the medical piece, I will always be a firm proponent of the medical. The other thing that I want to do, there are two legacy projects that Monica Gordon, Clerk Gordon, and also Commissioner Sims left behind that were not fully addressed. One is a level 2 trauma center in the South suburban areas. When we have a gunshot, it just makes absolutely no sense to put a person on a helicopter or in an ambulance to take them to Christ Hospital when we have so many structured locations in our area already. So that's going to be one, and I've already begun speaking to one of my mentors, Commissioner Bill Lowry, about that project, because he is our chair of health and hospitals. And then another project that I would like to look at, and I won't speak too much on it, is the Oak Forest Hospital. The demolition for that has already begun. There is opportunity for people to gain contracts. I am looking for minority men and women contractors to get involved in these projects. So one of my goals will be to get them involved in the procurement process so they understand how to become vendors with the county.
And although you were appointed to fill a vacant seat, how do you plan to make this role yours?
We already have. And that's not to say it with a sense of arrogance. I do believe, and I said this when I took the oath on the 10th, and then my ceremonial oath on the following week. And I tell people, when it came to this particular position, there were 4 other candidates, all of us equally as qualified. 3 of the other candidates are elected officials already, and then there was one other gentleman and myself. And I tell people, I may not have been your choice, but I was God's choice, and that's why I'm here. So I don't even think it's a matter of making the role mine. I think it was already ordained for me to have it. It was just a matter of him putting me in position and in the role. And I don't want to be too religious or too spiritual, but in this role, I firmly believe that I'm going to be the catalyst to show people good governance and help people regain their faith in political figures. And that's very important to me. We have people like President Tony Preckwinkle, who is doing some phenomenal things that are being overshadowed because of what's going on federally. So I believe that while she's dealing with the high level stuff, it allows me to deal with the grassroots.
Where can people go to find out more about you and get updates on what is going on in the 5th District?
Oh, excellent. So I did maintain the previous district office held by Commissioner Gordon, Clerk Gordon. So we will be at 3039 West 159th Street in Markham, Illinois, 60428. That's our district location. Our district phone number is 312-603-6381. And you can also follow us on Facebook at Cook County Commissioner Dr. Kisha E. McCaskill, 5th District. And again, that's Facebook and Instagram. We do also have a couple of events coming up this weekend. Friday afternoon and Saturday morning we will be conducting, we have the Illinois Black History Museum, which is a mobile museum in the Southland region. And they will be setting up one of the Park District facilities as a full-blown Black History Museum. It is definitely worth coming out to see. That will take place on Friday and Saturday. The location is 14821 Broadway Avenue in Harvey, Illinois, 60426. And then also on Saturday, on Friday it's from 4 to 7, and on Saturday it's from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. And then also my official meet and greet. Should I look this up?
You can't
For my Facebook family. My official meet and greet will be on Saturday, March 8th. And I invite everyone, and we'll be posting the flyer on our Facebook page and also getting them out to the community. We're working strongly with the mayors and the committeemen in the various areas for them to get the information out. I want to shout out Alderman Mosley. He's been extremely supportive in my endeavors with this event and with everything that I've been doing, as well as Alderman Bill and some others, because I have 4 Chicago cities also. But we want to encourage everyone to come out. We will have resources on site, so we're hitting the ground running. There will be Cook County Sheriff's Office. We'll have the Assessor's Office to talk to people about their taxes on the spot. We'll have the Sheriff and the Forest Preserve. They will be there hiring and taking applications and explaining people about the different jobs that are available. We will have a blood source will be on site to provide blood pressure screenings. And so it's going to be a great endeavor, and I'm just hoping everyone comes out.
Before we wrap up, is there anything else you'd like our audience to know?
Stay encouraged in the midst of what's going on federally. Understand that when I think T.D. Jakes said it best, pressure is the process and soaring is the promise. So, and that's what we have to keep in mind. So what you see going on is not a reflection, because we've always survived hard times. So this will be no different. We're just going to come out stronger and better than we've ever been before. And whatever I can do to help people through that process, that's what I'm going to do.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all for having me.
Thanks for coming.
I appreciate it.
Remember to make plans to join us again next week for Conversations with the Citizen.